Goddamn fucking ads in the intro. How dare they? How dare they ruin my pre-promotion of fucking Little Bear on the piano? The audacity of YouTube. How dare they? How dare they? I'll give him another minute. He can earn his keep. I need to create a little puppet version of it so I can actually puppet him while he's doing the song. How funny would that be if I just had little sticks and I was actually moving his hands? That's it. Get the people warmed up, little shit. Some beautiful piano in the morning. Right. Greetings. Konnichiwa, motherfuckers. It's Monday morning PEINTEINGU. Soon I will slap on the real tunes. But I always give that little shit, or at least try to always give that little shit, an opportunity to earn his way on the stream. So what happens when I find you face down in your own piss in Temple Bar? No wonder Owen discarded him. He's useless. He just sits there. I know I gave him a little crown, but it was just to keep his spirits up. He was downtrodden, demoralized, defeated. And now I have given him purpose. That is all one needs. Purpose. And my purpose is to painting. We shall commence with the taiko drums, as is tradition here on Painting. If you're only listening, the reason I love the tunes so much is because I don't have to constantly talk for 2 hours straight while I'm trying to paint. The tunes can entertain you while I painting you. Ah, yes. The beautiful thundering and booming of the Japanese taiko drum. Whatever you're doing on this fine Monday morning, whatever your job is, may PEINTEINGU lift your spirits in these trying times. These times of madness. These times of clown world. I was going to say clownness, but it doesn't have the same gravitas as other things. Those taiko drums just get me in the mood. I hope they get you in the mood too. The mood to create. The mood to act the bollocks. To attack the world manically, but in a productive way, in an entertaining way. Here on PEINTEINGU, the purpose of PEINTEINGU is to permeate the... I don't know how many P words I could get. The purpose of PEINTEINGU is to permeate the present, powerful faggotry with a PH. Could you put that in a t-shirt? Like, obviously you could put that in a t-shirt, like, you know? They wouldn't be as, like, overtly aggressive. You know? Just, like, instead of, like, you should be in jail, it just says, you're a fag, but with a PH. Oh. Here we go. It's building. Can you feel it? You feel it coming up your spine. The chi is gathering. It's time for PEINTEINGU. 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 That doesn't get you fired up on a Monday morning to do some fucking shit. I don't know what will. I've only had one coffee. High energy painting. That's what we do on this stream. I paint like a samurai. Oh, I really want to get myself a shamisen. But they're so expensive. It's brutal. I got a fucking flute for 60 quid. Well, that makes all the sense in the world. Flutes are disposable. Everyone has a fucking flute. You buy a fucking tin whistle for fucking next to nothing. It's disgraceful. Oh, I need a Defender sip after that. Not as fit as I once was. I don't know how them lads do it, like. You should see the fucking backs on these lads that do the fucking taiko drums. Just standing there in a box stance, just baiting this fucking, like, 3 or 4 foot drum with sticks for, like, 15 minutes solid, like. Doesn't fucking keep you fit, I don't know what will, like. Ah, Demon Hunter Baru, welcome to Monday morning PEINTEINGU. Oh, the bloody hell are you, sir? Yes, a PEINTEINGU to rouse my weary spirit on a Monday morn. It shall rouse you. It shall cause rousing. It shall rouse your spirit. And just to annoy the Asian, I'm going to ring the ding-a-ling. Sleep-deprived bear apparently has a vicious and violent and, like, immediate reaction to the sound of the ding or the gong. What the ding? Not the dong. I don't know. We've lots of shit to paint. Well, not really. I mean, look at it. It's nearly full. But there's details. The details have yet to come. I mean, like, can you see the gammy smile on that little nigga down there? This nigga right here, nigga. Chap, look, he has like fucking like late stage scurvy or some shit. Oh god. I'm surprised I only had one coffee. I thought I was going to have 2 at least before I started this. It's like, oh, Jesus. I didn't get to bed till like 3 in the morning. Just sitting there watching Star Trek. Oh. Right, hold on, I get some paint on the palette. I just love letting this play through. It's like 10 minutes solid of just like some lad baiting the fucking drums out, like, while some other lad just like flicks the shit out of a shamisen, like. Get the fuck up if you're not up already. The beginning of the week, Monday morning, we all got shit to do. Like PEINTEINGU. Which Star Trek was it? If it's DS9, I understand. I love DS9, but I'm watching like the OG Star Trek at the moment, like with Captain Kirk and Spock and all, like, and oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Like it's a chuckle a minute, like it really is, like it's fucking gas. Like, did you see that thing I fucking shared in the Legends chat a few weeks ago, where it was like just a clip of Sulu's just holding this fucking dog at the start of an episode, and it's like, it's not supposed to be a dog. It's supposed to be some alien creature that they found, like, but it's clearly just somebody's like fucking Yorkshire Terrier in a costume. Like, it's so fucking funny, like, oh god, like, and then like the set pieces and the acting and the way they like frame everything and all, like, it's so funny. You know, like, it still has that sense of like, it's like you're watching, like you feel like you're watching people on stage doing it, like, you know, improv fucking sci-fi thing. Like, it's so fucking good, man. Like, and the jokes and the misogyny. The misogyny is fucking brilliant. I love it. Like, it reminds me of better days when men were men and women were women. Like, walking around in fucking tights and a short skirt on a fucking starship. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's brilliant, man. It's so fucking funny. Like, what was it last night? There was like something that actually like made me crack up laughing. Like, hold on, I changed.
Are you sick of having issues?
I'm fucking sick of you, Dana. Right? I fucking like, we're on first name basis now, Dana, because I fucking hate you.
Hey,
fucking bitch. Get off my stream. Hey, it's Dana from fuck it, streaming. I just got better. Like, oh god, I can't stand that cunt. Like, seriously, that is like, every so often YouTube advertises something to such a stupid fucking degree that it like for people like me, it like repulses me. It like, even though I'm using StreamYard right now, if I ever saw that Dana bitch in real life, I think I'd actually have a visceral reaction. I'd be like, there she is, that cunt. Like, oh god. Right. What am I gonna do? I did say paint. I did say I want to fucking. I have details to put on the plane. I have to fix that sword, like totally fix that sword, or give the thing like a fucking. Does it have to be a sword? I think it has to be a sword. The sword came out of a hat, so it has to be a sword. But anyway, what was I talking about? I can't remember. Hold on, I shit on Scouse Bear for a sec, because that fucking cunt texted me at 25 minutes past 10 on Telegram, and he goes, oh man, I'm working on a new site today and I can't listen to music and all. I was like, are you fucking serious? You motherfucker. That nigga's the one that was in the chat that was like, oh yeah, 10:30 would be boss, man. Like, do you know what I mean? 10:30 would be so good. If you could come on at 10:30, it would be great. Like, you know, 25 minutes past 10. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Like, you know, I'm on a new site. They won't let me listen to tunes. You motherfucker. I'm doing it anyway. David Hunterbear showed up and he's on the other side of the planet. He should be asleep right now or some shit. Actually, what side of the States are you on? Is it like, what time is it where you are, nigga? Desmond Hunterbear. I can't lie, I often think of Desmond now. the fictional show. Desmond. Hold on, I get my royal rag. The fiance has arrived. How are you, my fine female? Enjoying the weather? You bitch. It was kind of cold when I woke up this morning. Like a little bit. Like it wasn't really, but like the slight difference between what it was like this morning and what it was like yesterday was enough for me to be like, ooh, that's a bit different. It's Jesus Christ. So like what time do you get up? Like at 4 o'clock in the morning, or have you just not slept yet? I'm in Spain and I'm here just to say hi though. Oh, you're just saying hi? You're just here to say hi? You fucking... Where's the loyalty? I know you're on holidays and you should be like getting your tan on and shit, but like Scouts didn't show up, so everyone's supposed to feel like everyone has to feel bad for me now, because one of the main things that made me do this was Scouts saying, "Oh, put on a 10:30, yeah," and then texts me at 25 minutes past 10, being like, "Sorry, nigga, the boss has me, new rules and shit. Like I'm not allowed to listen to tunes, like new site and all, like motherfucker." Greetings. Wanted to check in and see how it was going. It's fine. I did the intro. I'm tired now again because I've only had one coffee. And the intro is just like intense as fuck, But I love the intro. That's why I miss the Shield so much. Like I miss doing the intro. I miss just like roaring PEINTEINGU and like LARPing like a fucking Egypt for the first 10 minutes. Getting ready for the beach now. You fucking take pictures. If you know what I mean. Of the beach? No, of the bitch. Not the beach, the bitch. Take pictures of the bitch. She's here for Defenderoo to go must be nice. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. She's like, she didn't show up to support my ass. She didn't show up to support her fiance while she's off tanning herself in the fucking on the mainland, on the continent. She traveled to the continent with her mother. All it, like there's just so much about you that sounds like posh and entitled. Which is hilarious because you're with me. But yeah, I just got up preparing for work. Yeah, what time? So if you're up at like 4? What time do you go to bed? Like fuck, that's brutal. I say that, and like I can totally like function with only like 4 hours sleep, 4.5 hours sleep, but I don't like it. I like 8 hours sleep. I like feeling like I've been somewhere else for a while, and now I'm back. Oh god, I'm gonna get a bit of yellow on these bullets. Can't have white bullets, Well, you probably could, depending on the temperature of the round and all that shit. Somebody who knows munitions and firearms more than I would probably disagree. Man, I've seen white hot rounds before. That shit crazy. I'm sure you have. Considering every redneck has a gun and shoots off. Imagine meeting the one redneck that doesn't own a single firearm and is adverse to violence and shit. Like, do you know what I mean? It'd be like that Dave Chappelle bit with fucking he's a fucking nigger that's a fucking nigger hater. He's a clan member that's black. Like, it's you find the one redneck. Yeah. I've never fired a firearm in my life. Like that chap off fucking that Mel Gibson movie, The Medic. It's like, I believe God's creatures should not be harmed, sir. Like a redneck, but like a Bible bashing redneck that's totally against violence. Bedtime is supposed to be 10, but I stay up to midnight some nights. Yeah, that's me. That's fucking me, all right. Yeah. Have a great stream. Try get that painting finally fit. Yeah, of course you're gonna say that when you leave, you fucking bitch. Try get it finished. Fucking, I'm definitely not gonna finish it now just because she said that shit. I think it's hilarious that I'm on part 6 of episode 69. I want episode 69 to fucking be the long. It's the sexiest episode. It's meant to last for like 10 fucking streams. I should have like angled the fire, like the fire, the bullets, whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like the angle of fire coming out of the fucking warthog thing. But like whatever. It's just for scenery, you know, for panache. Further entertainment while you're looking at like the misfit group on the fucking flotillas off the coast of Comoros. Oh Jesus Christ! Right, hold on. I need to get a dark green going so I can shade the shit out of that fucking attack plane. What was it like? I can't even remember what like. Is it a warthog? I think it's a warthog, isn't it? Or it's supposed to be a warthog. Because I remember saying like, oh, I'm gonna do like an AC-130 style thing, but like that AC-130s and warthogs are like totally different. I used to love getting the AC-130 in COD. You just raining death on people for like a solid 60 seconds. Anytime anyone got it, everybody just like ran inside. Like, whoa! Get the bitch wet. Slap her about the place. Use your royal rag to get rid of the evidence. Warthog-ish. Warthogish. That could totally be a paint color, fucking like warthog's testicles brown or some shit. Like, I really want like a whole series of offensive names for colors. Like, it'd be fucking brilliant. Like, but like, I don't want really obvious ones. Like, I'm not gonna call it nigger black. Like, although that would be hilarious. That'd be fucking brilliant. Like, hand me that nigger black. Fucking hold on. Go over there, you little shit. Fucking my bitches are rolling off the fucking table. Fat cunts. Right, I need a bit of that green, and now I'm going to attempt to, because it's like it's very green. You know, it's permanent yellow and permanent green middle. So like they're very, very powerful colors. Like you know, and I'm going to try and reduce that down to be able to shade the warthogish plane, and I don't know if it's going to work because I'm shit at color mixing on the fly. I have much practice to do it. It's such a good feeling though when you're painting just with all these colors on a palette, and like you paint some, you say the goblin, you paint the goblin with the first color, like a medium green or a light green even. And like I find it fascinating, like how you can go from dark to light or from light to dark, but you're like I'd say everybody's like more comfortable with one or the other, and like I definitely prefer going from light to dark. I like getting a basic bright color down, and then darkening some of the bright colors in areas to produce the appearance of shading, and then put some highlights on. You know, paint. Thunder of the gods coming down on you, noob asses. Man, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer lobbies were like so fucking funny. There's a video on YouTube of a compilation of just like like clips from people be like waiting in the lobby and just people like shitting on each other and like roaring down the mic at each other, like kids, grown men, like the whole lot, like you fucking bitch ass pussy, you fucking kid. Like, I just always found that shit hilarious. Like, people would get like genuinely, really like aggressive and like want to like genuinely shoot you for real, because you're kicking their ass in a video game. Like, oh god, like, don't get me wrong, like, I've been pissed off plenty of times, but like, I've never like really gone at the person. Like, I've gone at people, but like only for like obscene behavior, like, or some shit, or they're just being like a little dope. Like, you just start saying shit like, fucking shut your mouth, you little fool, and all. Like, but there's people who like, I will find you and kill you. Like, I'm gonna fucking like drag you out of your house and skull fuck you, you little bitch. And like, you just be sitting there on the end of the mic listening to this stuff. Like, bro, like, you've got issues. Like, I thought I had problems. Like, you're there fucking going ape shit. How funny is that when you fucking you come across someone who like clearly has it way worse than you in some regard in your life, like an aspect of your life where you're like, oh man, I'm just like sick of this shit. Like, why do I always like, why does it always rain on me? You get that kind of vibe, like, certain times. And then you come across someone and you're just like, do you know what? Like, I'm a retard. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I have it so easy. I have it so good. This chap's life's a fucking mess. Oh, I had that right shade there for a second. I'm after losing it. Hold on. Oh, let me get it back there. Because it's like the brown end of green. It's that olive drab military green. I think I've got it. I think I've got the right shit. Those were the days. Tell me about it. Like, do you know what I mean? It was so entertaining. So fucking entertaining. I miss it dearly. I really do. Like, and like, now that I have internet back, part of me was like, oh, like, it'd be great to get back on and chat with people and like play games with people and all, like, because I love doing that shit. Like, and excuse me, defender burp. Wouldn't you fucking know that, like, in the time that I have been offline, PlayStation Network fucking like drastically overhaul their subscription model is the term, I think. And there's no fucking way I'm paying that kind of money just to be able to play with people online. Paint plain. Yeah, because I had one look at the price and I was just like, fuck that. Like, these fucking thieving bastards. It's like generally not a good idea to leave yourself in a position where you have to like really go in there to change the color of something to make it match with like shading the rest of the area or some shit, like I'm doing now, where I'm trying to go in between the letters. Like, generally you don't want to leave yourself in that kind of position because it's difficult to be able to get in there, like, sometimes, especially if you're not used to it. Like, but like, I end up doing that to myself a lot because of the way I paint, like, do you know what I mean? And then you just have a natural way of painting, and it's funny to like be creating something and then, like, at various stages, like, you're looking at the thing and you're like, well, I fucked that up. Like, I've made my life way more difficult by doing that. Like, like, the amount of times I've had to get like really opaque white paint and just completely paint over something and then start again, like, because like I'm working on a piece that I can't just like, I could just start again, but it'd take even longer and more materials, like, and I'm working on an old budget, like, so sometimes that's not an option, like, there we go. I was about to say, you can't really see the whole thing. The yellow on the bullets is far superior now. There we go. Right. I'm gonna have to fix this lad up. His mouth is horrific. So I'm actually just gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna give him a purple afro because I was watching like the other stream again. Because I like for the moment I'm gonna keep watching the streams to be like, okay, that works. That was funny. Keep certain teams going and shit, like, so I can like build a model of like what the stream should be. And it's more just to make it easier for myself. Because like I don't want to have to like usually because I do the hat and the map, it's fine, but on street, like, because like I'm just coming up with shit on the fly or whatever, and I have to, like, and that's different. But with episodes like this, and this happens all the time because I talk, so like I don't finish a painting and it goes on. So what I find I have to do is like have regular or similar themes or like whatever. That's why I love like offensive names for colors. Funny ideas for shows and shit like that. Like, I want to make certain things like a regular occurrence on the show that is PEINTEINGU. Paint. I'm actually, no mess. I'm gonna leave his fucking mouth like that because fuck it. It's not like this is fine art, like, So I'm just gonna, if it's funny, it's staying in. So I'm gonna get a bit of red, and then a bit of blue, and then a bit of white. I'm gonna give this chap like a pimpin' afro. Because I remember saying in the fucking last stream, was like, oh, I'm gonna put him in a purple card, like, pimpy being a purple card, and then I fucking painted the thing blue, like I'm a retard, like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm so in flow that like the shit that happens is just hilariously stupid. Like Iron Man Bear said, like, this is the most retardedly hilarious stream. I like. What's even funnier is that's really flattering to me, like, for someone to turn around, for someone who watches Owen Benjamin's stream every day, like Iron Man Bear, like, for that chap to turn around and say that this is the most fucking hilariously retarded stream, I was just like, oh, thank you, nigga. like the sense of pride I have of that. I want that shit on my grave, like, do you know what I mean? Like, most retardedly hilarious stream, like, fucking, like, I'm gonna be proud of that shit. Oh god, I'll never forget that phone call. Like, chap actually rang me up because he just had to be like, bro, like, I tune into the stream and you're just sitting there spouting philosophy in a kimono. Oh, fucking hell, like that Paolo blue is fucking so rich. It's fucking awesome. It's really cool, but it's so rich. It's one of the, like, all the colors are so powerful. Like, you need very little of them to start making drastically different shades of things, like, which is awesome, but that's where it can be difficult to, in my humble opinion, because I'm terrible at this, it can be difficult to be like, okay, what color should I throw in there? Like, I'm getting a nice purple going right now, but like if I put like too much of the one color in there all of a sudden and start mixing it around, it's gonna go tits up real quick. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pull a bit of the bit more of the blue in there. Yeah, right. You see, now I'm getting a nice purple going. You see? And I just drip that shit all over me knuckles. I gotta have my royal rag protecting my knee. I don't think I got it on the floor. There will come a day where I swear to God I'm gonna need to put myself in like a padded room or some shit and then do painting goo. Because part of me wants to get this like I've been I swear to God I've been thinking about this for a while now. I want to get like I could use a mop, but I don't want to. I want to get like a fucking even if I have to build the thing myself. I want a brush version of like a Chinese bladed glaive staff weapon, like similar to a Kwando, but like not like a one-sided blade thing, more like a shovel, kind of like those Egyptian weapons you see that like are like a fucking fan blade on the end of a staff, and I want to have it like either a sponge or a fine brush, and like just do all sorts of fucking martial arts shit on a massive canvas with the tunes playing in the background. Like, how fucking entertaining would that shit be? With me just like going ham with a fucking paintbrush version of a fucking giant staff weapon all over a big white wall or some shit with the fucking retro tunes just playing in the background. Just be there, standing there, like, just be like, it's time for raving goo, and just start spinning the thing and attacking the wall like it's a fucking enemy. Like, oh man, even thinking about it gets me like fired up. Like, it'd be so much fun. Like, I'd just be like drenched in paint by the end of it and all. Like, fucking brilliant. Like, that shit would be so funny. Like if somebody was to ask me like what are my like aspirations, they actually it's hilarious because they don't necessarily match the stuff that I'm currently doing. Like, you know, I'm creating art and I do the symmetrical stuff. Like I'm trying to do my own like, you know, graphic novel, comic book kind of thing. It's taking me fucking ages. But like my aspirations is like I want my own land and I want to build like the idea I have is this like I've gone over this with Wishy so many times. Like I want land and then we have our house and then somewhere on the land I want to build like just like a building, a large enough building, size of your average warehouse, but like out of timber and wood, kind of like a barn. I want to call it the Defender Den, and it's going to be like a gym and like a creative arts center wrapped into one. And I want to like, not that I want to teach classes or whatever, but I want to just like put loads of resources and supplies in it, and then like advertise to people that they can, you know, come and like hang out and shit. Like I want there to be like a load of games consoles and PCs hooked up on a LAN with like loads of monitors and shit, so people can chill out and play video games, but like with each other, like old school style, on like, you know, local servers and shit, and then have like all these like creative media, you know, like editing software, paints, fucking all sorts of mixed media, like everything from paint to chalk, you know, fucking pencils, markers, like all the shit I use. Like I kind of like a school, you know. I want to make like a school, but like it's like a school and a dojo and a gym and a fucking art center and then like all wrapped into one, and people can just like come and just like chill out and do what they want. Like, you know, they can make something, they can chill out and play games together, they can keep themselves fit, they can like I want to put a library in it. I want there to be a section where there's a library, and I want to fill it with like Castelia library books. Like, how awesome would that be? Like, you know, like that's what I want to like. I want to be the opposite of a gatekeeper. I want to be like a gate opener. Like I want to like smash gates open and just let people like flood in and like start wrecking the place. Because I think that's what needs to happen. It's gonna happen anyway, but I want to like speed up the process. I want to like get people in there, like, you know, get myself in there as well, like, you know, the whole rising tide raises all ships and shit. Like, you know, like I would love to have a situation where like the combination of my own art, people watching PEINTEINGU, and then like well, my own art includes the fucking comic book, but like the different types of art that I do, and I want it like to all just fuel a community center. That's basically what it is. It's like a community center, not a school. Because like there wouldn't be like, well, if people wanted they could have classes, I suppose, but like the way I would set it up would just be like all the stuff would just be there and you could just use it, This stream gives me hope for Ireland. Oh god, like some of the comments, like since the last few weeks when I've been doing PEINTEINGU, some of the comments just like fucking make a nigga blush the fuck, like. And it's just so funny because like this wasn't even like my idea or whatever, like I'm just like running and I'm doing what BB's doing, like I'm running and gunning, just like, and I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it. Like I'm having such a blast. Like Sleep Deprived Bear loves it. You love it. Scouse loves it. Iron Man Bear loves it. Like fucking Sleepy House thinks it's brilliant. Like like I'm full of joy lately because I'm just like I'm just very like grateful to be in the position that I'm in, that like people genuinely just like what I'm doing and they want more of it. Like how the fuck could you argue with that? Like I want this to be more purple. It's not purple enough. There we go. It was starting to get a bit lilac-y there. I want purple. Proper fucking purple. Like. None of this, like... Don't get me wrong, I like lilac. It's actually one of my favorite colors. But none of this faggy fucking lilac right now. That's not what I'm looking for. I want purple. There we go. Yeah, we're starting to get there, all right. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. I have hope for, like, as an Irishman, as someone who lives here in this fucking gay agenda-ridden fucking little island of ours. I do have like for a while I did lose it, but I kind of still have hope. I have hope for Ireland. It's not the second I put the purple afro on him, I just got reminded of a PlayStation 1 game, Toomby. Do you remember Toomby? Little fucking tribal nigga with a big mop of purple hair. I think he had pink hair, and you could get like a boomerang and shit. Oh, like when you get that, when you just get that like flashback, like something just like vividly shows up in your mind, like that hasn't showed up in years. I'd love to see that wild shit. You just in your element slaying the giant canvas. Yeah, like that's how I'd pitch it. It'd be me fighting the canvas, like heading out the door. God bless, buddy. I'll see you later, man. Good luck. Have a good day. I hope, like, I don't. If you're already gone, God bless. Thanks for showing up. Like, right. What am I doing now? The sword on the bear. Did I do the sword on the bear? His afro's looking pretty good right now. Paint, paint. And it makes fucking scouts feel so bad for not showing up. He's gonna be guilt-ridden. It's gonna be a guilt-ridden mess. Jesus. When the paint dry, like when you don't want the paint to dry, it dries like immediately. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Fucking desk I use is fucking like white as me. Like, it's fucking white as fuck. And it's just got marks all over it now, like the state of the thing. I'm gonna have to give the thing a proper scrub, like, or put a sheet over it. Tomb 2 is what I remember. Yeah, like you fucking remember that shit? Like it's fucking I thought it was called Toomby or was it called Tumba? I can't remember. I just remember a little chap, and he wasn't like black. He was like tan, and he had like pink hair, not purple hair, but like it just looked similar, especially with the little nappy on him and all. Like, and he had like a ball and chain or something, like, and then you could get a boomerang and all. Like, I remember playing the demo to it. I never actually played the thing legit myself. Like, what am I gonna do with this sword? I'm not sure what to do with this sword, because like in order to really like fix it, I think like I'm just gonna have to cover it up, like, and then let it dry, like. Don't know what to give him. I will ponder it. While that dries, I will ponder what to place. I will ponder what to place in the painting goo as it dries. Get that bitch wet. Give her a good slap about the place. And get my royal pimp rag to get rid of the evidence. Where's my fucking I tissue? When you have an issue, one generally needs a tissue. Oh God. Just like there's so many random paint stains. On the carpet. On just like random shit, like a child. I'm a fucking mess. I'm a bleeding mess. I kind of want to go make myself another coffee. Might paint one of those back in 5 minutes science. Oh God. I shall aid this in its drying. Just a little bit, and then I'll paint something else. But I want to get some orange in that sun. I like putting a bit of orange in the sun, you know. I'm totally down with that whole, like, you know, the sun is brighter than it used to be and shit. Like, I remember being able to look at the sun and it was nicely yellow and shit, like middle of the day. Like, now I look at the fucker and I'm like, Jesus. You probably can't tell from there, but the polar bear is looking a bit transparent. So I have impulsively decided to give him another layer. Because I think he needs it. Not gonna lie, now that I've put a warthog in the painting, I kind of want to paint more military shit. It's like I was saying on the other stream, like they're real big basic shapes with like block colors and stuff, and then you can just like paint them shooting loads of stuff and all, like squirting their munitions about. But I just like painting, especially the ships, you know. I like painting the old ships. Right, let's get some. Like, it still has to be a sword, you know. So, right, give me black out. Here, black. I present my black. It's a good black, a loyal black. Hey. I knew there would come a day where I'd be doing painting goo during the week, and I didn't know what time I was going to do that, or like how it was going to work out. And then it kind of just happened, like, you know, like, right, I've got internet now, I'll do it more. And then fucking Scouse Bear is like, oh yeah, man, I'll be boss like fucking 10:30, boy, like, you know, like, and then doesn't show up. Yeah, bleeding fag. I love it's like all the guilt that I've thrown at 2acre for taking so long to send me those markers. Like, just every stream for a while now, I'll be like, "Where's the markers, bitch? Where's my shit, homie?" Like, can't be letting that shit slide. You know? You know? Shout out to that fucking 3 books left fella. That makes me laugh. If you don't know who he is, check him out on Instagram and TikTok. 3 books left. Funny cunt. If you've never watched, like, if you're into stand-up comedy and you've never watched Tommy Tiernan's first recorded stand-up, just look it up on YouTube, like, give it a watch. It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever witnessed. Like, you think I'm mad? Like, he was one of my inspirations, like, him and Jim Carrey and all, like, just off the wall, real as fuck, just saying what comes to his head and all, like, you know. Black Bear needs a bit of a, there we go, yeah. Shape of his head was looking a bit off there. He's a fucking gnarly looking thing, he is. He's a nasty looking little bastard. I always thought that was funny, or the black bears are like the small ones. And like, what, fucking great, the brown ones are huge. Or are polar bears the biggest? I'm not sure. I know they're like the most vicious and dangerous and shit. Like, it makes sense. I mean, if you're just like strolling around the tundra looking for food all the time, like, you see anything and you're like, kill! Must live, must kill, eat. Mad shit, like. I'm gonna need I need to change the position of his paw, because it needs to look like he's holding something. It's a fucking huge paw. I'm gonna try and go ahead and just, like, I'll let that dry so I can work around the hand and shit. But I think I'm just gonna give him a big fucking claymore or some shit, like. Right. Part of me wants to do more stuff to the plane, apart from just like outline it and shit. Paint. 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 Paint good. Paint. Painting good. Paint. Painting you. Paint. Painting good. Paint. Painting good. It's the details, gentlemen, that matter. Time, gentlemen, please. I never actually watched that. I heard it was good. Oh, hey. Hey, yeah. Pretty shit job on the first propeller, so I'm trying to do a much superior job on the second. We get some new fast lines on that plane. I think we need some move fast lines on that plane. What do you think? Can't have an American attack plane and not have them move fast lines. No, it's like one of the, if you were a doodler at all in school, that was like one of the first things that you pick up where you're like, oh, if you do lines like coming out of him, it looks like he's going fast. Like the little tricks of like, you know, how to trick the eye and how to create illusions and stuff, like it's totally understandable why these, like, you know, I can imagine being the child of an elite and getting into like esoteric knowledge and like how to, like, you know, do magic and stuff and all, like, you know, like real shit, like based on alchemy and like knowledge of perspective and how the human mind works and how the human eye works and, like, you know, the input of data, distraction, deception, all these things, like, you know, fascinating stuff, like, but it's when it's employed malevolently, you know, when your intent is evil, using forces and powers and like resources like that, like that's the thing that's, like, you know, like, no, like everybody, not everybody obviously, because they don't, but like that's the thing that most people just innately, naturally, instinctively are just like totally against, like, you know what I mean? Because like nobody enjoys being duped, you know, but that's why they want to be the dupers, because like they're, if anything, they're like more afraid than anyone of being duped, so they become the duper, because they like the most horrifying thing to them would be to be the dupee. Come listen to my philosophical rants here on PEINTEINGU. Don't make me get my tiger out. Like and subscribe, you cunts. I don't just paint, I also have lengthy diatribes of diuretic, vomitous, random as fuck dialogue. Paint. You put the highlights on the cockpit, you know. Put the highlights in the cockpit. At one stage, I think I'm gonna redo that nigga's teeth, because they're, or maybe I won't, because they're fucking horrible looking. Let me see. I think that's dry enough now, so I'll do the claymore in this chap's hand. So I'm gonna need some white and then a tiny bit of black. Gray is one of those colors, like different shades of gray and shit, like really fun to watch white become gray and different shades of gray by applying the tiniest bit of black, like just a smidge. That's all you fucking need, like, is a smidge, a smudge of black. You've instantly got gray. Colors are just so highly pigmented, like, I love it. So opaque, so bright and vibrant. Okay, so he's holding it hilt here, and I'm just gonna make it huge so it covers the whole, like, it's not a claymore, it's like fucking guts from Berserk in bear form. Fucking it's like the Buster sword out of Final Fantasy, like fucking clouds thing, like fucking huge. That was one of the first things that like got me into anime. It was like I was playing well, not that I was playing, I remember seeing and then wanting to buy and then play Devil May Cry 1 on the PS2. I just saw this chap with like 2 pistols and a leather coat with a massive sword with like a dragon in the hilt and all. I was just like, oh my god, that's awesome, look. And I remember buying it and loving it, but like it was like I was still at that stage where I was like young, and like certain games like they didn't click with me. They were way too difficult and stuff. Like I was like, oh, this is mad hard, like, you know. But I got the hang of it. Devil May Cry ended up becoming one of my favorite franchises, which is why I have such a fucking deep, passionate loathing for Devil May Cry 2, because it was just so fucking shit. Like, it was so bad. And like, I played it. I fucking played it, you know, and I did enjoy playing a lot of it when it came out, and like, you know, when I played it. I know that may sound mad, but like, if you've played them and you know what I'm talking about, like compared to every other Devil May Cry 2 is absolute. It's a dumpster fire. It's a fucking dumpster fire. It's so bad. Like, it did look good for the time. I'll give it that. It looked pretty good for the time. And it did look far superior to the first one. But dear God, was it shit. And it's just so funny looking back, because like, I remember seeing it for sale, and I was dumbfounded, because like I didn't really like, I loved video games, but I didn't have fucking money, so like I didn't like keep up with the magazines and games that were going to come out and shit like that and all, like. So I was just like in golden discs in Liffey Valley or some shit, like. And I remember just seeing it on the shelf. I was like, oh my god, they made the second one and it's out. Shit. And I got all excited and stuff, like. It was fucking. Like, I remember me being like, you know, oh, like, you know, it's cool in different ways, and like, you know, like it's different and shit like that. Like, but I remember immediately being like, oh my god, it's nothing like the first one. Like, it's like totally different. Like, and not in a good way. Like, like the differences were like so bad. Like in the game in the first one, like where like there was lots of shooting and lots of melee. You know, it was very Resident Evil. It was like slow and shit, like, and. But still kind of quick in its own way. Like its pacing was nice, like, you know. But like in two, you could just walk around. Well, not just walk around. You could just like somersault all over the place like a ninja, just using the pistols for the whole game. And I was just like what the fuck? Like, you just press the square for the whole game, and like the lock-on system was terrible, like fucking terrible. Like, really fucking bad. Kind of like the shading on the fucking plane. It can be hard sometimes with these gouache, like these matte, opaque emulsion colors or whatever the fuck they're called, because they actually do say they dry a different shade to what they actually show up when they're wet. So sometimes I'm like, oh, that looks darker, but it's actually brighter when it fucking dried. So I'm gonna have to go back to the plane and like redo that. I'm gonna do that now because it's annoying me. So I'm gonna have to make that green again. And yeah, okay. A bit of work in this, you know. Bit of work in trying to fix this. So I'm gonna get the olive drab color going again, which I nearly have already. I actually really like the whole olive color. Used to hate it. Used to was like, it's kind of pukey looking, like, but like it does really suit military vehicles, which is funny because like obviously you use it because it blends in with fucking forestry and shit. Like, right, yeah, there we go. Beautiful, lovely, smooth brush strokes here on PEINTEINGU. These lovely, bright, chalky colors. Like that's what I would like. I've said it a few times now. I probably would like oils. I've used oils like once, and they intimidate the fuck out of me because they take ages to dry. You know, so like working over shit and all is like really difficult and shit. And there's like a certain way to do it. Like, but I probably will use oils eventually. Like, Grifu, welcome to PEINTEINGU. How are you, brother? You well? What time is it where you're at? You the same as Demon Hunter? Like early in the morning? Like I knew that's what it was going to be like for the American Bears. I was like, no one's going to catch me. Like all the American Bears that usually catch me live are going to catch me. It's just going to be me and Scouts, and maybe Bravey or something. Bing. Yeah, that's looking better. And then I'll darken it up and then go back in. Wasn't looking like I wanted it to look at all. But it's getting there now. Right. Now to go a bit darker. Then maybe we blend it a bit. Make it look real nice. Okay. So we get like a kind of lemony yellow. And then we chuck a tiny bit of brown in there. Tiny bit. Smidge. A dab. Obviously that's not what I did because kind of getting there. Seriously, these colors are so powerful. I can imagine oils being like this, where they're like overpowering. Some colors are so highly pigmented that they're like really overpowering, and you really do need like fuck all to start mixing. Like, okay, we now have a dark olive drab-ish. But now I need to lighten it up a bit. You know, lighten that shit up, motherfucker. Well, that might work. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. it'll work. I think it'll work, yeah. Look, it's not too far off the colour that was already there. And then I'll redo the gravy lettering. Yeah, that looks way better. Yeah. Now that Nig has a great fro. He does, doesn't he? Part of me wants to put a bit more pink in there. I want to make it a bit more prominent. Can I get a nice pink going? Oh, I have a really nice red going right now. Like a deep crimson. Where will I put this? That's gorgeous. It's beautiful, velvety red. You see it? It's lovely looking. It's perfect for throwing a bit of shade on the bottom of these things. Like if anyone ever accuses me of being racist in a negative way, I'm like, I love colors. How dare you? I do have a tendency to just like use a lot of greens and blues. Like a lot of my symmetricals have lots of greens and blues in them. I don't know what the black is. Oh, is it time? It's time.
Amazon Prime big deal.
Fucking ads on my stream in the morning. How fucking dare you? Making me roar over that bollocks first thing in the fucking morning. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, and I'm roaring over fucking bastards. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right. Right, we get the blood flowing. Less talking, more paintingu. Get it into you. Who needs coffee when you have 80s tunes? Deirdre of the Sorrows. It's looking good, Defender. Why, thank you, and welcome to PEINTEINGU. Right. Part of me wants to like do a little bit more work on the goblin. But I don't know. The plane's looking great though, you know. And the nigga in the car is actually looking pretty good too. But I was working on getting pink. I want to put some pink in his throat. Try and make a nice pink. Get some of that red and a lot of white. Make it nice and pale. What up? Nice shade of pink is one of my favorite colors as well. way more white. This red is very, like, seriously, all the colours are so powerful here on PEINTEINGU. Right. Now we're talking. Right, now we have a very, very pale red bordering on pink. I have to very, very carefully get some purple in there. Ah, yes. There we go. That's fucking pink. It's not iridescent pink. It's not that hot pink that I really like. But it's pink. That's like legit probably one of my like top 5 colours is like iridescent hot pink. Fucking love that colour. And I love this bit of the song with all the wolves. Right, we got some pink in this fro. PEINTEINGU. 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 Beautiful. Like a big purpley pinky bush. Right. Back to the sword. Right. Tight, a smidge of black and a whack load of white. You get a perfect shade of grey. This is a fucking soundtrack to life, this shit is. Fucking love 80s synth music. Part of me wants to change this kind of like into the Buster style, you know, just for the crack. Because I love blades like that they don't have an apex, like a traditional apex. They're more like I'll just do it. I'm terrible at explaining that shit. Like a giant kitchen knife. But more angular. Yeah, that's way meaner looking, you know? But it's only single edge. To show them. Like having a double edge is handy, but like a single edge will do. All the wolves. Salmon snatch pink. That's an excellent one. It's like it's just like innuendo-y. It's a brilliant one. Salmon snatch It, fucking rice picker yellow. That'd be a brilliant one. I love the idea of like redneck white being a shade of pink. How boss would that be if you seen one of them? You seen one of them skywriters just like write gravy in the sky? that'd be something, all right. Like, wonder how much it would cost to get someone like obviously a few grand easily to get someone to write like BBOCT 13, you know, just BB October 13th. You know, just get everyone like talking about it and shit. Like, now that's a sword. Like, not yet. Before I detail that bitch, you know. Unless I try too hard, like make it look gaudy and fucked up. Like, tunes are a little bit loud. Right. I kind of want to put some really dark grey on the bear to see if I can get some shading going on. I have a feeling it might not work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Fuck off, you! Speaking my fucking native tongue in an attempt to frivolously fucking pander to all of the diverse bollocks. I hate the lot of you. Get the fuck off my stream, you're not welcome here. In a fucking advertisement litany of fucking bullshit. The lot of you. I fucking can't stand it. Get your child off my screen. Wankers. I couldn't stop laughing when my mate Damo was like, you shouting at the ads is what does it for me. Oh, fucking hilarious. Need a little tiny bit of water. We sleep and we dream.
We sit in the sun, in paint, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds. We We sit in the sun, in hate, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dies slowly, the prison of our minds.
Yeah, that kind of works, yeah. It'll do. New World Order. Ah, fucking so good. I demand to know what's going on in my house. Just like sick beats.
I demand to know what's going on in my house.
Is it a new world or will it consume us all?
It's a far cry from that fucking gammy little sword he was swinging around a while ago. This Monday morning stream caught me by surprise. We're not in the Legends chat. I advertised it. I tried to warn all of you. People weren't ready for PEINTEINGU on a Monday morning. Like, what? What's this? Taiko drums and raving? 10 o'clock? Fuck yeah!
We sit in
Defender.
the sun, in hate, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dies slowly.
Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to put some orange in that sun.
We sit in the sun, in hate, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dies slowly, the prison of our minds.
Ooh! Seriously, the whole like 80s like horror tune shit, like just can't get enough of it. Like, it's a fairly dark orange.
Hello, darlings. It is
Darlings, don't you fucking call me a darling, you fucking banana-headed bitch. Fucking talk a banana like Jesus. How low will they stoop? more yellow on this bitch. Get them wolves into you. It's like the staple of like every song from that era. It's just the snare drum or whatever it's called, you know. Like, oh, that's hilarious. Right, yeah, the sound, yeah. Yeah, that's more interesting. The light here is a bit oppressive, don't you think? Like, what am I gonna do? Put a fucking blanket over that shit? I think not. No, it's not trunk orange. Well, so far off. Trunk orange, like, it's a nasty looking orange, like, you know, it's like a shitty orange. I was like, the aesthetic of that man is such that, like, no one should take him seriously. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that anyone actually took that chap seriously, like, but looking the way he does, like, and trying to be a politician, like, fucking hilarious, like that's the only well, I suppose it's not a saving grace, but it's like one of the few, you know, not even good or positive, but it's one of the few not necessarily negative or neutral things you can say about that whole scenario. It's like, at least it's funny. Like, right, I need a darker grey to start shading the sword. Right, a little bit of white, just a smidge. When I first started mixing colors, like, the amount of times I just created like a fucking grey or brown sludge. I was about to say ground. Is it grey? No. Is it brown? No. What is it? It's ground. Ground. What the fuck is ground? It's what it is. It's ground. You don't believe me? Look. It's ground as fuck. Nearly there. Nearly there. I think that is sufficient. Methinks that'll do. Aye. That'll do. I get the white out and put the edge on it. That's one thing I definitely want to do at some stage. So I want to fucking like smith my own blades, make like an axe and a hammer and a sword and shit and spear and all. Like, just get a really basic foundry going, like, or not even a foundry, like just a basic, you know, fire in the ground and get it hot enough to just like melt some rebar or some shit, like some scrap metal, and just like use various tools. Like, you know, I want to like hammer and chisel as much as possible, but like, and then just like whetstone and shit. Like, but I'd love to do it. Like, I'd fucking love to make my own weapons. Like, he's a hilarious symptom of clown world. He is indeed, yeah. Did you know I had a sumo suit? We've seen the pictures, Griff. Everybody knows you have a sumo suit now. I actually think that's so funny. Oh, fuck. It's so funny. I've seen the pictures. It's an epic sumo suit. I'd love to get in one of them and like have a sumo match with someone. Like, I'd fucking love to do it. Like, it's such good crack. Right. I want to shade. I just seen this here and it's kind of annoying me. I want to shade the beach. The bitch? No, the beach. I want to shade the beach. You want to shade the beach? Never mind. Here it comes. Here it comes. That's better.
God, he's coming back. Get out of here!
Get it into you! Monday morning painting goo! I mean raving goo! Get that bitch wet. Slap her about. Get rid of the evidence. Need a defender sip. Blacksmithing is a goal I'd love to achieve also. Oh man, like if you're a real man, you want to swing a hammer. In more ways than one. Many times I've swung my hammer. We all know at least one shady beach. Yeah. So fucking true. We really do, don't we? Like, they're everywhere. They are an unfortunate but necessary evil in this world, it would appear. Like, I'm fairly convinced, you know, but I'm not fully convinced. You! You see you! June's stories! Fuck off with you! I'm still not fully convinced. Like I'm mostly convinced, but I'm not 100%. on like them, like gammas and trolls and shit, like counting as necessary evil. I don't buy it 100%. Like, I think some of them should hang, but that's just me. Easy now. Easy. The sword's looking mean. Dangerous. I like it. Oh shit. It's all about the details, like, bit of shading here, bit of highlight there, bit of random squiggle here and there. Some just deserve to be strung up. Some just deserve to be strung up by their boss. Yeah, like, like there probably would be a lot of them that I wouldn't like kill. I just like brutally beat, within an inch of their life, and then just let them recover. Like, because like it would like traumatize them. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they're such little bitches. Like they wouldn't. Their mind wouldn't be able to like process that for a while. Like they'd be like scarred by it. Like I'd cling on the shit out of people. Leave them like broken mentally, physically. Like all you need is like, do you know what I saw the other day actually? And I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted one of them, and like just like hasn't popped into my mind. Like an Irish hurl and an Irish traditional shillelagh. I'm assuming you know what a shillelagh is. Just a stick with a ball on the end of it, basically. Like, so like Africans have them too, like, and they're lethal. They're fucking lethal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as far as like a close quarters weapon goes, like just like a bit of polished hardwood, like with a weight on the end of it. Like, do you know what I mean? And like the whole thing is just made out of wood. Like, but like, you can seriously kill a chap in seconds with one of these things. But if you didn't like hit him in the head, like you would just immobilize them entirely. They're like police battens, the unfold, the flick battens. Like those things are lethal. Do Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's the same idea. It's just a stick with a little weight on the end of it, like, and it just uses physics for you to be able to deal like really decent physical damage with very little effort. Like, you know? That's why everyone thinks that, like, you know, a baseball bat, you know, same idea, but like actually not as effective, in my opinion. Like, you know, if you really know what you're doing, I'd pick the the shillelagh has more damage potential, has more lethal damage potential. Like in a quick flick, you know, just like whack, and like you could like open a dude's head. Whereas like baseball bat, like, do you know what I mean? Like, because of the intrinsic weight of it, like, you know, unless you're like a dude who can one hand swing a genuine baseball bat like it's a toothpick or something, like you're gonna need a good like two-handed swing. But like a shillelagh or a fucking like flick baton or some shit, like one-handed, just like like fucking wreck people with those things. Like, get off my stream. A more civilized weapon for a civilized age, the shillelagh. Yeah, like we need to go back to the whole swords and sticks and shit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, people wouldn't fuck with people as much. Like, do you know, like you get these like little bitch ass niggas who could just shoot someone or like stab someone or whatever. Like, but like if like, and I know I just said swords and stuff, like, you know, but like if someone has a bladed weapon and you don't, the disadvantage is like insane. It's like fighting a tiger. Do you know what I mean? Because like they have a weapon that can penetrate your flesh with ease, like, you know. So like you just be like you like a random swing the wrong way could just like open you like a fucking bag of sand, like, you know. And like the simple reality of everyone being knowingly armed, even if it's just a knife or a bat or whatever like that, changes the dynamic of the situation, like, you know. And that's why it's weird living in a country like Ireland where like you know, scumbags will have weapons. So the criminals have weapons and the guards have like you know, some sort of weapon. But if you're a civilian and like you pick up a hurl and start kicking the head off someone, unless you can prove it was self-defense, you'll get done for like grievous bodily harm or assault or like, you know, battery or some shit like that. Like, it's bullshit, like absolute bullshit. Like, anyway, the sword's looking good. I'm gonna put a gem in the hilt or something, like the materia, you know, at a Final Fantasy. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, I'm not even a fan of Final Fantasy. Like, I wouldn't call myself that. I played 15, and I played the demo for the remake of 7. So like, I'm definitely not a Final Fantasy fan. Like, I can see why people like it though. If you haven't noticed by now, I do that a lot. Where I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. Like I just said there, then I'm going to paint a jewel on the sword. And I just immediately started shading the trees. But it's because, like, when I have a color in my hat, like when I have a color on the brush and I look at the painting and I'm just like, oh, that could go there. Like, I wonder if I make the... Nah, I'm not going to fuck around with the goblin. Fuck it. I'm a strong proponent of dueling, but it must be done with honor. Same. I'm totally down for people to sell their differences, like, at the risk of death. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the two of you really have a problem and you really want to settle it, like, mano a mano in that kind of way, off you go. But, like, there has to be a third party to make sure no bullshit goes down, you know? But that's the thing, is, like, how do you come up with a system? Like, there's no perfect system. Because there's always going to be someone who wants to cheat. There's always going to be people who don't want to play the game by the rules, you know? Because that's essentially all these things are, is games with, like, insane real world consequences. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all the same shit. Like, you verbally or contractually by like written contract like agree to like duel or whatever like that, like, you know, by these parameters we're going to walk 10 paces away from each other, we're going to turn, and we're going to fire at the same time on the count of 3 or some shit, like, you know, and whoever wins, like, you know, or we're going to have a boxing match, like, you know, like, I think that's where it should start. I think you should just put your hands up and like sock the head off each other, and then like if it goes beyond that, then yeah, duel with swords, like, let's see who fucking wins or some shit. Like, I'm not really, I don't really like the whole firearms thing, you know, the whole firearms dueling, because like there could be a malfunction in the weapon, you know, like especially when you're talking about musket, like flintlocks and stuff. Like, what if it was like wet out, you know, like all sorts of things could go wrong, and that like the whole point of dueling is to like, you know, ascertain, you know, who was in the right, you know, despite opinion or argument or whatever like that. And I know you're gonna have scenarios where it's like public opinion would be that the good guy lost because the bad guy just happened to be a better fighter, you know. But I don't know about that. Like, if you're really a good dude, then like I think good always triumphs over evil. But one can contextually argue that evil like does regularly win the battle but then lose the war, kind of thing. That's how I think it works. But anyway, right, I'm gonna go a bit darker with this this kind of olive color, and attempt to shade to a greater degree the warthogish plain. Ah, yes. She's looking like a proper badass, she is. Yeah, the nigga's teeth need to be a bit whiter. I've done them dirty. I'll fix them up. Oh god. The fucking state of that chap's smile. It's fucking gas looking. Oh fucking hell. Right. Oh yeah, I was gonna put a jewel in the fucking in the sword. More yellow! You! More yellow in that green, you bitch! Do it now. I love starting my promos for PEINTEINGU on Instagram like that. You there! Like, I love that as a theme. Just turning to the camera, just be like, you there! Like, go and tell the people. I just think that's hilarious. I'll put emeralds in the hilt. It's very, very Final Fantasy-esque. Emerald in the pommel. You can barely see that, but I can. I know it's there.
That's your pensions.
Fuck off, pensions. You can fucking leave me alone. I don't want any of your fucking shite. Right. Are we finally done? Is episode 69 finally over? I think it might be. I think it looks pretty good. We have our naval navigation failure polar bear wielding his helm of his former ship. We have the black bear wielding an awesome sword, who appears to be very defiant of, the American military delivering gravy to everybody. I kind of cut gravy off. Hold on. Better fix that shit. Can't have the fucking banner. The gravy banner looking kind of shit. Fuck that. But yeah, I think we're done. Fucking sign this bitch. If you would like to purchase this PEINTEINGU, you may purchase this PEINTEINGU. Prices are negotiable. I accept gifts. I barter. Right. Do it down here. Turn on the machine. I fucking love that playlist. Right. It's finally done. It is finally finished. Episode 69. Part 5? 6? I think it's part 6. Yeah. Episode 69, part 6. Excellent. The island of Comoros has been a wild adventure. The American military got involved There's some nigga with a pink afro really enjoying a banana while riding in a blue cart on a flotilla. The goblin grabbler is desperately waving the Jort flag to be picked up by the fags themselves. The polar bear. What of the polar bear? The polar bear I actually feel kind of bad for, It's from all those Dutchies he be smoking. That's a mean shade of green on the plane. It is, isn't it? It's lovely looking. That's the sort of shit you want to see. That looks stupendous. It does, doesn't it? It looks wondrous and stupid. It looks stupendous. Right. This has been the first morning episode of PEINTEINGU, and there should be one tomorrow and the day after that. Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to whenever I decide. Whenever I get hungry or need more coffee. Oh. Or in this case, finally fucking finish a painting. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed PEINTEINGU. For I have enjoyed PEINTEINGU. I always do. And so do you. You know you do. You know you love PEINTEINGU. So pay me for my PEINTEINGU. My PEINTEINGU is free, but you should pay me for my PEINTEINGU. You can super chat me on YouTube. You can buy my paintings through DM and such. Contact me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that shit. I'm everywhere. I'm like a plague. I am plaguing people with PEINTEINGU. From now on, people will have so much PEINTEINGU they won't be able to handle it. Until tomorrow morning, I bid you farewell. Do good things. Speak the truth. Create shit. And above all, don't be a bitch. I've been Defender Bear, and this has been PEINTEINGU. Goodbye.